Allez, Balsade. Yaram de. Sadodo adun solo kurman fata UDP le solo kurman fata Gambia le solo kurman fata Ousainou le solo kurman fata dunia bele
ne ko solo kurman juma solo kurman bake because mo jama be malum bake nsa be yalon ne bo sa do mo fanyo mo juma solo fonti
solo kurman atebota sandu daslamele basse banko kan URR solo kurman mu bota basse banko le kan abota sandu daslame URR UDP diwlamo ay UDP kanule ay UDP kanula ka ayaka nioti fani
Parado ngaje bi albe kandi albe manga munono
bimbe ku ko jambi bimbe ko men ko bimbe kontano men ko bi fata la ma so fe matna fa kontani jawo dawa akara kilina ta manke fulata akara kilina te ko ko ni na bato abe gambia be la kota awantara mo kilina kota mu gambia be la kota kewo muso abe be la kota han to tolol fa be na kota wata dabo alama nasara sija
ne ko tolo munon tolo ne mama kin kan ngaji be ma
sabu dingo waran tolo sabu dingo mi yalon kata ko lon jibe la ta julo sabala mu ko wala ko ndali ma je kan kajibe ka sinsi wala sinsi ba kajibe ka wala kajibe ka sinsi ba da nga sika nga samba da boy ha oto dabo mbadu wala ala ma sala si jangane jata ken le na to mi ba ko no ala mo na to timmala
dabo sa dabo nan ala ba fra nyaadi le
dabo la yinna mba fa min la dabo mba fa dabo sen dabo julo
abaraka baga
ka du wasaranka mbara bari hinna ka sommina julo yabe ya rumana usen dabo num kunda dingo baka dabo dingo keke nolle awulu abota mo ba lebal asiyo na ngafoy
muna asiyo di
asiyo abota dame wallahi man ka mo furo
nyaadi
nyama
jahal
ilani wali bu woro wala be ya wali bu woro wala be ya Oyo Ousainou
abuko Ousainou ka mo ken senti de
hani Ousainou maka hani saje salon ko mo ken sawt binin sutare mba foti lemba e parata wato wat e bane ko Ousainou maka mo ken senti Ousainou ka lo asimu la ka lo abulo la ka yo ko la ka lo nyala Ousainou dabo anda lo mu mebe amanka kunna akun da mai Gambia mu mebe abaron Gambia bele amanka hasido ta amanka na fikira amanka wulote andam ka kufa
Ousainou ko kufa abaga ama fan wala mo
hani Ousainou ni aga hani banko da ninno hani banko da ninno Ousainou
abaraka bake mbaɗo ansa mbale aporole yulibin kolle ɓe bamanta meno yemuno usalo kore sedam bonon fe ha
sianya mun koto mata bele bang ntalo kay Usain Darboe be duwala do ranma simala ta kenal ma ne Usain teng to min tan be fata kala ni yakarandi ala ko ra Usain Darboe na tente to min be nyina tam
birun no fayes be Usain Darboe
abaraka bake
birako no fayes
wato wadi albe airport to fodi ma no folo
ndato madame Cissé Kinte madame Cissé Kinte mbaka ko cinte
mun ka jele Usain nakana wato wadi tiloko laka funti kana embassy ke mun ko jele
ni karo kuma yata bake ko Usain Darboe to bota kalama ko Usain Darboe keleta Gambia le akeleta dunia le because Gambia dingol da mamanta Gambia dunia ton ko naro bele be Gambia Usain ya ni le fay pour Gambia ja lota ko pour aje Gambia ya fongo soto woto ni wo Gambia ya fongo soto anata tara wo masa kunda ko na jam fa soto je ntoli ni Usain lom because ni aje ntoli bambuta wo masa kunda ko ma Usain Darboe mbolo ko ma ntoli be UDP le kono ndolla na yelo DNA ko DNA lon ni afara DNA wala mnete mun koti so Usain batata tata tola Europe pour ba UDP sembentu yala nyami ba Gambia dingol sembentu yala nyami atata wotola Europe and kabo Italy kata Germany kata Finland kata Denmark kata Italy abata warawno la wobe pour UDP kan sembentu yaka Gambia dingol sembentu ya woto nabi na lan tolfan nyanta na love sola la nyanta na kano itandi ala le ngatandi ala kon tonni Usain Darboe fo janni dunia be kirila fo janni la res ndol we are UDP and we will remain UDP fo janni Gambia be kala nyami
sejininka bakar podi ko fanna UDP abe nyaadle because ngamo isabe tanne dobeten UDP be nyaade
ndol UDP dingo bukata nangana o foy UDP dingo aka kamfale bara bukata ni aje nyinka fo ko no modol tata baro yuri moy bar bi ibele nata because tonya party wala UDP ti dol tata ngana ko wala mu jongo te fengale wala sama fengo fe sama ko trajele bari UDP dim forwa din kendo UDP da ha go bukata nyaari aka kamfale kamin foy ngalo ne because mo jama bi janne itatale no mari natale because yalan ko je ila suwa mu jannati yala ngala kuma kilin foy yala e bele ko rami ko no fasanji mu wanni fen yala hanni e korda sila ko to kata su ko to le kon so na su ko to UDP la tanga UDP la don wallahi itol be UDP da ha fala to la bako yanda bako dingolti bako yala ni ko politiko ka fala bako ni ko politiko kabiri NCP so ntoli wululali be NCP le nu biri bota NCP tata UDP fo saya ye traje nin ta kata UDP fo sir walati wallahi wala fo kaburo kono wallahi ni fata ni ba kiti lale borendin dun ta borla mbuka sila mbuka ta
sai uselena nimbe dingala alba fra nyaadi alba tola nyaadi le uselena atodum fa alba tola nyaadi le comme ka frère ha no maybe alen dani alba fra nyaadi le kana gambe nya
ka welcome doro natal kan na parti leader na president ko atan to le president yala momo ni fa sum president lo natal le president lo welcome na president wala ulaya Usain Mukunda Darboe wala mtele president wala mjambele president so nata wala bendu mo ben le president
abaraka bage mbadu ansa mbijande kelfadu bakone bingaje bi albijambi munono
amulunta ko patio me alonko wala mu kambe bulona singuna kungoni ya nyati ikabo patio me UDP o patio bi wala binela masa chawbe ndunka menkira alaji Ousainou Darboe wala sabu kontano be banko karobela banko mol bebe kontanering mol ni hanamadu ngo jebe balon nako amulunta ko ninkarte fa wol keta Gambia UDP kanyeta anu ninam tonyati patio le mialon ko be kanyeta la fa banta UDP mo patio lati so do kamala mbe UDP dingul be kontonna Gambia tonko nano beto ani men bebe airport to jang ani men yalon ko be diaspora mbe be kontonna ngen iseni jusula soto ko nge dankeni andini nako UDP le mo patio de me yalon ko abe Gambia banko samba no ka bonda be kole amen kono kata da hanyin kono ka du patio le me yalon ko atakalo kambe dingul damale ila nafa anila tanko anila kairo so do kamala bi kambe dingo be asutele men bebe diaspora e mantara janyaw nya yalon ne ko men bebe tamakan kambe kono jambi so do kamala ndol bele be containering momoro ni atra UDP dingul mati abebe containering ne abebe laringa fanna abe dala city e be parerim pour ka honorable Ousainou Darboe bendung so do kamala bi momoro ni nate de UDP isa kata yedun na UDP kono kadu ni UDP mu annabila ni hula kulungolati momoro ni mambula kono ite jiol be samalale kambia kono minto annabila ni hula kulungo UDP mu wolati mi momo dunga kono ite mari jiol be sambala
UDP le anda bila ni hula kulungoti kulunga me alon ko ni dunda ko no se tay so momoro ni man tara UDP parti ko no ita mari meje sila kadne ngeje silo ka me alon ko asilo nyi aman koy kadu UDP le bum kambela ficho patiti me alon ko wala be kala kambela man atele be kala patio de membe kambe banko be marala kadu patio membe ni masakunda membe lorinteng o mu denna masakunda let anda be janjannan
ñaari
abe janjanna bi ko denna masakunda lem o denna masakunda abi kala bang face janjang so na janjanta patio pati be lola fayende kare ba be kala UDP be be kala patio ti me alon ko abulo be tarra santo UDP masakunda be lola kambe jang ala ni masatalla la sembo kan ala barako kan ana
Yela ñinin karoto akuma batala minat na UDP la be mbuka fonko wo ya itan le ko don dem UDP lati so nka kontaan pour nga mabe UDP be ngoto because mu wolti so modum man ngol ko moy mu menti e ka kawa wala e ka wasu wala fanan so ndem UDP ngolti ni UDP be ngbe kering fonsi mabe bi dunta mu speciality because patiola alpha me alon ka manka UDP da mala alfati bitilo Ousainou mu nyimbanko kan alfalti because bi niaje mfutata bito fonka demokrasi fo fonka nyimbendu nya sifal ke warando fonka banko mo betenkundi mol niyobe seworing alata kola telenin keke ndo jama be jani muske ndo jama wolle o keloke so nimbi wo findita data mola fo karinim feng no murla nan ndol bo atle koma mbata la executive kono mbe atle fanana parti yo ndol winindi kana nyaton kayala so wodo ni obina amu wajibol de pour ndol ngana ngaw bendung so wala dina bi specially I'm here but again ndem UDP executive lati adu UDP dingola mun defana so wodo ndela naja wum wajibol
yama everyone some movement
no wote ken wala
abanaka bake
thank you
UDP ndem manke turu bandon ndem falim bandangolti mo ibota dame ni man jelong ibota dame bi ka jelong so UDP dingola mun tati anum batara UDP le fanan koma fo ala bankala nyami ha
anamul nkaje mostly yaka jelo dunne kana UDP la bonto ti lokado kandi kadu lori Moussa Foy ko maro mun ka siwlar mo do se jele se do se kisi gas no se pul foy
yalo ni batula ba de ka tu temale e ba ka tu den nangoto so min ke nu walla ka dende ndol manke mundu ko molti ndol nimba fin la wara wada yelo lon kabin ko do fon sin kon ngoto so moto baylano UDP bi alata ko la mba place min do e tolle keje tolle carte fayde so antara UDP jam falade adum momon dun dige de mo fal dun dam fangoy je wala koy falim man tangolo mundi adum wotam bund lano je fanan min ka siga fa UDP am bayle UDP ko mo bay UDP ko mo bay was UDP padire momi abaka moy nananje mol fa ngalon ko siaka ni men torma wala iban tarajenne mo fa ngalon ko padi bama dal di banko kanjang ado wala mo tonya di kono dispute that fact boy
amparaka ba cha Charles sidana jana musul fala no modere kala min hada bismillah kel fatu nsayni ka first of all kami sonda albijang albodo ko masam banna rajan Moussa Diahal UDP de ko bigato koma sabane fo bi don ko
ya alhamdulillah rabbil alamin kel fatu mbal tendu mbal jayla alla coverage on ngamira to mando inshallah ka banko be ko vale okay niaje mbijang kabiru somanda mantuno siring bonna all the way from Jara kabiru somanda wulda na rajang banko do kolam day lo men to si UDP me adnan to mu UDP kodi anu jannu faw to betara UDP la anata mobe bolo UDP to labaka la mola mo do la UDP bare UDP parti me alon ko ay banko laje so pati me banko ja ngamira mo at least dara misal fe be bodon kol kalama ngamira mo manyana mo sabanaje so lanna tolu ngamuta bultan nim fulola UDP kay fofo abentol bul wala nyama so no wonte ni ngarra misal fe banko la kanonte anim parti la kanonte toni safo na boss da ma sawa saro keno kana jam bari wanya bira kamina ko ngatu je ngay ko non da tuno le kar ko be kering ada tuno mo tuno lo manko do sulata tuno manko fombe sa wakil ngata je bara immediately ni nyimbe on batal drong inshallah be murra na various place solto so konta da baake kama be nyum be to bar kanu ngamo si va meje jangalo ko to mando o molol tama be le fiya ko don fiya ko mol tama be le oto
Fine, thank you. So we understand the United Democratic Party leader is arriving today, and he had a tour in Europe to basically sell UDP's agenda. What can you tell us about this?
I think it's a great thing. The United Democratic Party as a political party sees the diaspora as our 8th region. We see them as one of the biggest partners in the national development, because the diaspora remittances makes up 22% of our GDP. So that says how important the diaspora is. And when it comes to politics and voting, we see them as a franchise, and we understand that for to have a very wonderful political party or to have a movable party with structures, you need to have a diaspora chapter. So for us, we have chapters in literally every country, and it's wonderful that our party leader can go there and also have discussions with them, because as UDP, we are an all-inclusive party, regardless of the geography you are in, regardless of your gender, regardless of anything. We see our party as one whole. So if you're in the Gambia or you're in the diaspora, wherever it may be, your voice is as important as any of the executive members. This is why in the United Democratic Party we have ownership. This is why we have dedication. This is why people are ready to sacrifice a lot for this party to go forward.
Was the tour successful? Will you say you sold your agenda to the diasporans?
I think if I was supposed to mark it out of 100, I'll give 110. Yeah, because we saw how new people came into the party. For example, one of the biggest stars was Yunus Haidara. Any political party would be proud to have Yunus in your ranks. Not just the intellectual pedigree, but his personality as an individual. That says a lot about what the United Democratic Party offered in England, for example. In other countries, we have also seen how we have been able to raise funds. We've seen how people were influenced and how, they came up and answered to the call of the party. This just says one thing. The United Democratic Party is the party of the masses. It is a party of the average Gambian. It is a party that would salvage Gambia out of the misery we are in. And that just shows that even the diaspora agrees to what we're saying. Other parties would have diaspora chapters, but you can see the difference. You can see everything that we're doing, and you can definitely see that the success is based on the United Democratic Party's movement.
Okay. So as a youth in United Democratic Party, what message will you tell young people, especially when it comes to convincing them to join the party? Because many people feel UDP it's a tribal party, like it's only a Mandinka party.
Yeah.
What would you say to this?
I think the tribal notion or card has been thrown around a lot just to disqualify our majority. The APRC was in the Gambia. It was led by a Jola, a minority. But how many elections did they win? If any country that is the majority party, you are bound to have majority of Mandinkas in your party because we make up 42% of the population. So regardless of the political party you're part of, but if you're the leading, you are bound to have more Mandinkas in your party. Our executive says a lot. You look at the likes of Ajisuka Inaka, she's not Mandinka. You look at the likes of Yamunau Yabo, she's not Mandinka. Mariam Seka, Ajiyam Seka, our deputy party leader, is not Mandinka. So the notion that the United Democratic Party is made up of, is a tribal party is something I think is now a stale statement. I think they need to come up with something else. The United Democratic Party is supported by people who have seen that the mechanism that will lead to the progress and development of this country is the political party they choose. And they have seen that the UDP is a party that will lead them to that success or promised land they are looking for. This is why they have joined the party. It is out of love, it is out of appreciation, and this is why people continue to support the party. The notion of tribalism has been used for a very long time. But I continue to say, the PPP was here. They were a majority Mandinka party. Why? Because they were the biggest. APRC came, they were a majority Mandinka party. The leader was from the minority ethnic group, the Jolas. But why didn't they consider APRC as a tribal party? So this needs to be the questions we need to answer. For example, also, if UDP wins in Badibu, we call it tribal voting. But if APRC wins in Fonyi, we don't call it tribal voting. Why? These are all questions we have to answer. If we want to get to the root cause of things, these are things we have to look at. We shouldn't just continue on a narrative that just favors us. Thank you.
So majority would ask this question. It's been 30 years since UDP since UDP started.
23.
23 years.
Yeah.
Right. What have UDP done for Gambians, for people that are concerned out there to vote for UDP, and what will UDP do for Gambians if we vote for them?
I think when you look at this, the UDP was born out of a struggle of revelation. The UDP was born out of a struggle and a necessity to liberate the Gambia out of the crunches of tyranny. This is why in 1996, April 23rd to be specific, leaders from 3 political parties, be it the PPP, the NCP and the GPP of Hassan Musa Kamara, came about to form the UDP. So the UDP is based on to strive and to struggle. You look at the TRRC going on now. Which political party has been mentioned the most? It's the United Democratic Party. Our members, our leaders have put their lives on the line to make sure that this country has been liberated. That alone is enough evidence that we are ready to put our lives on the line to make sure that Gambia gets to where we want it to get to. That being said, that's part of it. That's one part.
Wasn't the liberation collective?
It was collective, but what I'm trying to put to you is that when you look at the TRRC, it tells you who put their lives more on the line. I'm not trying to politicize it, but the facts are there for everybody to see. Just yesterday we heard that from the witness that UDP members were beaten up at Denton Bridge. You look at the Chamoy Bridge beating. You look at the Federal Street. You look at the our problems in Basse or Fasenjaga Choi, and other countless places. Our members who have died, defending this country, and our women who have been raped. our men who have been locked up for no reason. That just tells you how much we have put on the line to make sure that this country goes forward. And we are ready to put more on the line to make sure that we get to the destination that we want to get to. You come to our policies, you look at our economic policy. Any young entrepreneur in the Gambia that wants to move forward with your entrepreneurship, you have to come to a political party that opens up markets, that lets you play your, use your creativity, use your ideas to, and the UDP is a party that can give you that. We have an open market system, but we are also considerate that we don't want the people exploiting our masses. This is why we have a social democratic sort of system. But at this point, we don't want to see ourselves as an ideological party. We love to call ourselves a progressive party because the world doesn't revolve around ideologies anymore. People are looking for progress, people are looking for security, people are looking for sustenance and sustainability, and this is what the UDP offers. And going further, you look at our governance systems, it's a democratic state. The young people who want democracy need to be able to come forward and realize that the UDP is the party that can give them the democratic space that we've been fighting for. We voted in 2016 for democracy. If you want to amplify it, if you want to make it not just an imagined democracy, the United Democratic Party is the answer. You go forward, you look at our social systems. This is why we see ourselves as a social democratic system. We are ready to give healthcare, for example. Our local government councils show what we would do as a central government. You can see with the success in KMC that we are providing services. This is what social democratic parties do. You see what KMC is doing. We are providing education subsidies for students in Charles Jau. We are taking care of our environment. We are providing employment and many other things. This is what a central UDP government would do. If people want to see more of the developments in KMC, Banjul, LRR, in Basse, and other local government councils, the answer is to vote for a UDP central government.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
It was the best any political leader can have in his life. Visited 6 countries in 6 weeks, had fruitful engagement with party supporters, and in the process of that engagement, some sympathizers and others who have heard a lot about UDP changed their allegiances and came back to UDP. So it was a very, very fruitful tour, and it has been the best.
What was the major point you scored during your trip?
Well, I discussed with the Gambian diaspora, not only UDP, but with the Gambian diaspora, the policies of the United Democratic Party when we come into government, and that their own concern or demand is that they want to be enfranchised, they want to vote. And I think that is an absolute necessity, it's an imperative. It's not in fact a necessity, it's an imperative. The Gambian diaspora contributes at least 20% of GDP. Their contribution to the economy of this country cannot be doubted. They should really be given that latitude, not privilege, but the right to really vote at the next presidential elections.
So, Mr. Darboe, talk to us about the image of your party out there, the general perception of the people that you met, the people that you interacted with. The general perception, tell us about that in respect of your party. How are the people there viewing your party?
Well, they view our party as the party of the Gambian people. They view the party as the party that can provide amelioration to the problems of the Gambia. We are the ones that will give the panacea to the problems of the Gambia. This is what they see, and that is why they have confidence in.
Lawyer Ndaw, ndax dañ mën a wax ne sa trip bi was the most successful trip bi nga xam ne boobu nga mos a embark on Europe.
musuma am façon trip bi nag in fact lim def sa mooy de dafa def yeneen parts of the diaspora as far as East Africa ñoom yëpp ñu ngi lifin pour ma dem foofu waxtaan ak ñoom waaye nag li nga am solo mooy na foog na ku nekk li general comment képp koo xam ne yaa ngi yëngatu ci politique fii ngay nekk njiiti parti nga su fekkee am nga ay mbooloo ci biti war ngaa dem neeme ko ak ñoom waxtaan ak ñoom xam seen ñoom tan seen bugga naka lañ pare pour dimbalee seen parti si UDP nag loolu lañ def liñ gis Spain li dee am Serekunda loolu lañ fa gisee yoon yi téye yoon yi police yi ñëw di escort The same thing language France. So really visit be important na lool dafa gën a feeñal UDP ci diaspora gën a tax ñi nga xam ne xëy na ñu ngi si biir Gambia fii li fi ñu daan decide la ñu ñoo def am nañ def nañu bari ñoo xam ne decide nañu.
Okay, last question, no, not by you, somebody else. Last question.
Honorable, would you have prefer Alaji Koli West Coast Radio? Would you have prefer today President Barrow to be in the country and see this? I mean, a mass number of UDP coming out, to welcome you after having 2 months in Europe.
No, this is nothing personal. Really, it's nothing about President Barrow or anybody. This is about our party. So whether President Barrow is a president or not is of no moment to us. It's not about President Barrow. This is about UDP organizing, and this is UDP, doing what they want to do. And it could be any other leader. So it's really, it has nothing to do with President Barrow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So happy. Thank you so much.
Can you please, let's go back. Let's go back. Press, can you allow him to greet, please? Please stay where you are. Please stay where you are. There's somebody at the back. No, okay. Cover at the back. Cover the back. Please. Space. Let's go, press, please. Let's move, press, thank you. Press, let's move, press, please. Easy, let's move. Thank you. Press, let's move, thank you, press, please. Thank you, please, let's move. Please, thank you. Press, let's go back. Press, thank you. Press, thank you. Thank you for your attendance, please. Thank you. Thank you, press, please. 1.5, and go more possible. Don't matter, I don't pass over the other. We're gonna have video, please. We're gonna have video.
caa boo leen nekk di liggéey da ngeen di def caa loolu yaamu caa bu la bëggee yàpp woon leen ne loolu du mun a dem ñun yëpp benn la ñuy waat fii QTV ñoom ñoo war a ko lay daat is that correct
Let's go,
fasiri angara. Dauda. Paano ito?
Battery banda. Video camera. Apa mau jalan sama mana sama okay, please. Maaf ya. Kalau nambah ekonomi kanan dia pak. Come on. Ada. moto bi kenn du ko de daare nu mu war a demee Vamos,